I still remember the way my mother's perfume mixed with the gasoline fumes as their car pulled away. Sweet, floral, and final. I was 17, standing barefoot in the cracked driveway, clutching the crumpled $300 my father had pressed into my hand like it was mercy, not abandonment. "Make something of yourself, Maya," he'd said. "You're smart. You'll figure it out." They didn't look back. For years I told myself I didn't need them, that their silence was freedom, not rejection. I worked 3 jobs, slept on buses, studied under flickering diner lights. I built walls out of ambition and filled the cracks with resentment. And last week those same parents, who'd vanished from my life like ghosts, walked through the glass doors of my company's headquarters, begging for a meeting. When the receptionist told me a Mr. and Mrs. Patel were waiting downstairs, I laughed at first. It had to be a mistake. But when I saw them, older, smaller somehow, dressed in desperation instead of pride, my lungs forgot how to work. They didn't recognize me at first. 10 years changes a lot. My once frizzy hair was now sleek, my posture practiced, my nameplate engraved. Maya Patel, SEO Zenith Capital. Maya! My mother's voice trembled as if the word itself were fragile. "Yes," I said, my tone even. "You wanted to speak with Miss Patel?" Her hands fluttered to her chest. "My God, it's you." We sat in the conference room, a sterile glass box overlooking the city I'd conquered without them. They looked out of place. My father in his worn blazer, my mother in the same faded gold bangles she used to wear when she scolded me for dreaming too big. "I didn't realize you owned this place," my father said, trying for small talk. His voice carried that same quiet authority I used to crave. "I don't own it," I corrected. "I built it." He swallowed hard. "We've fallen on some difficult times. The business went under. The bank cut you off." I finished for him, my voice sharper than I intended. "I can relate." My mother's eyes filled with tears. "We made mistakes, Maya. We were scared. You were so stubborn. You wouldn't listen." "I was 17, I snapped. "And you left me with less than a week's rent." The room went quiet except for the hum of the city below. I could have thrown them out right then. God knows they deserved it. But revenge, real revenge, isn't loud. It's patient. It smiles. "I'm sorry," my mother whispered. "We didn't know what we were doing." I leaned back, studying her. The woman who used to lecture me about honor and family values now sat trembling in a chair I bought. "What exactly do you want from me?" My father hesitated, then pulled out a folder. "We're hoping for a loan. Just to get back on our feet. You've done well, and we're proud of you." Proud. The word hit like a slap. "You're proud of me now that I have something you need," I said softly. "No, that's not. But I was already standing. You threw me away. And now you want me to pretend that didn't happen." My voice broke on the last word, the years of silence finally cracking open. My mother reached across the table. "Please, Maya. We just need a little help." For a moment I almost gave in. That old ache, the one that begged for their approval, stirred in my chest. But then I remembered every night I went hungry, every job that told me I was too young, too brown, too female. "I'll think about it," I said. The next day I called them back to the office. My assistant placed a check on the table, sealed in an envelope. "This is more than you deserve," I told them. "But it's what I needed 10 years ago." They looked relieved, grateful. My mother even smiled through her tears. "Thank you, Beta. Thank you so much." I didn't smile back. "Before you cash it," I said quietly, "read the note inside." I turned and walked out, my heels echoing down the marble hallway. Later, as I sat in my office, the phone rang. It was my mother. "What is this?" she demanded. Her voice was sharp, panicked. The note had been simple. "This isn't a loan. It's the money you left me, adjusted for interest, inflation, and pain. Don't ever contact me again." Her voice cracked. "You're cruel, Maya. You've changed." I stared out at the skyline, the city glittering beneath me. "No," I said. "You taught me how to survive." That night, I went home to my apartment, a penthouse with floor-to-ceiling windows and no photos on the walls. I poured a glass of wine, but it tasted like ash. The victory felt hollow. I'd spent years building an empire out of vengeance, but standing there, surrounded by everything I'd ever wanted, I realized something terrifying. They hadn't just abandoned me. They'd made me in their image. 2 days later, I saw the news. My parents had declared bankruptcy. The house I grew up in, the one with the broken fence and jasmine vines, was listed for sale. I scrolled past it without flinching, but that night, I dreamed of my mother's hands tucking my hair behind my ear, whispering, "You'll thank us one day." When I woke up, I transferred the money anyway, anonymous, untraceable. Because even after everything, I couldn't stop being the daughter who still wanted to be loved.